With the eyes of the world on the ongoing wars in Ukraine and Gaza, an unprecedented number of potentially catastrophic conflicts are going under the radar, analysts have warned. The International Rescue Committee earlier this month released its emergency watchlist for 2024, documenting the 20 countries at the greatest risk of security deterioration. These countries account for around 10% of the world's population but around 70% of its displaced persons, along with approximately 86% of global humanitarian need. The UN estimated in October that over 114 million people were displaced by war and conflict worldwide. That figure is now likely higher. IRC President and CEO David Miliband said that for many of the people his organization serves, this is the worst of times, as exposure to climate risk, impunity in an ever-growing number of conflict zones and spiraling public debt collide with diminishing international support. The headlines today are rightly dominated by the crisis in Gaza. There is good reason for that. It is currently the most dangerous place in the world to be a civilian, Miliband said. But the watchlist is a vital reminder that other parts of the world are on fire as well, for structural reasons relating to conflict, climate and economy. We must be able to address more than one crisis at once. Isabelle Arradon, research director at the International Crisis Group, told CNBC earlier this month that conflict fatalities globally are at their highest since 2000. All the red flags are there, and on top of that, there is a shortage of means to resolve conflict. There's a lot of geopolitical competition and less appetite for resolving these deadly conflicts, she added. Number 1 on the IRC's watch list is Sudan, where fighting erupted in April 2023 between the country's two military factions, and internationally brokered peace talks in Saudi Arabia yielded no solution. The conflict has now expanded into large-scale urban warfare that is garnering minimal international attention and poses a serious risk of regional spillover, the IRC said. With 25 million people in urgent humanitarian need and 6 million displaced. The Rapid Support Forces, led by General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, known as Hemedti, and allegedly supported by the UAE and Libyan warlord Khalifa Haftar, has expanded a multi-pronged offensive from the conflict's epicenter in the capital of Khartoum, leaving a trail of alleged atrocities in the western region of Darfur. The RSF reportedly pushed into central Sudan for the first time in recent days, prompting further mass exoduses of people from areas previously held by the Sudanese Armed Forces. The ICG's Arradon told CNBC that alongside the ongoing risk of further mass atrocities in Darfur is the possibility of an all-out ethnic conflict that draws in more armed groups from the region. Peace initiatives are very limited right now.